Ash Wednesday is upon us as we move into the season of Lent. And the season of Lent has, unfortunately, come in the past 50, 60, 70 years to be perceived as this very dreary and dark time. And it's significant to know that the word Lent comes from an older word that means springtime. And that really the traditional historical use of the season of Lent is a time of preparation for baptism, for new converts to be welcomed into a congregation, and for a rebirth to happen at Easter. And so it's less really historically about being so penitent and feeling like you aren't worthy. It's really more of a time of self-reflection, to think about reevaluating things in your life in preparation for new joy, new hope, and new life to spring forth. So it really is not a coincidence that it's at a time when we're preparing our gardens, when we're planting seeds, when we're starting to see the first flowering of the earth. This is all a part of the rebirth that happens in Lent. And just like that, the flowers and the gardening analogy, we start off with ashes, the Ash Wednesday. And the church has historically made the ashes by burning the palms from the previous year's Palm Sunday observation. And it's an idea of kind of having that rootedness to the soil and being part of the earth. Again, this isn't supposed to be morbid or so much about how unworthy we are. It's really about thinking about how we are interconnected with the earth and with our physical experience here on earth. And as we move through the season of Lent, the reason we start on a Wednesday is if you look at the calendar, there are 40 days going from Ash Wednesday until Easter if you don't count the Sundays. And that's because every Sunday is a little Easter. And so we have 40 days from Wednesday to the Saturday, the day before Easter, again, not counting those Sundays. And that 40-day period reminds us of the 40 days and 40 nights that Noah spent in the ark, and it reminds us the 40 days that Christ was tempted in the wilderness before he started his earthly ministry, as he was preparing to begin his ministry of healing and teaching. So we have a lot of interesting symbolism that come from the scriptures that inform this period of Ash Wednesday. And so Ash Wednesday, we will here at the cathedral have a service at 7 a.m. where we will all gather up in the chancel in the choir. And then at noon, which we open very much to the folks that work downtown. We often have a lot of visitors in that service. And then at 6 o'clock with the choir. So we'll have 3 options for Ash Wednesday. And again, it's a time of preparation, it's a time of reflection, but it's not necessarily supposed to be a sad time. One of the things that I've always had a little bit of amusement about is the gospel that we read on Ash Wednesday. Jesus says, when you fast, don't be like the hypocrites who disfigure their faces. Wash your face, put oil on your head, go about things so that it doesn't look like you're not making a big show of it. And yet, right after that, we all get our foreheads smudged with ash, and then a lot of us parade around the rest of the day with dirty foreheads. Right after hearing Jesus say, wash your face. Don't be so disfiguring your face and making it a big show. So it's a time to go through these ancient rituals, to remember our rootedness, to remember how we are rooted in God's love, but then also to go through our life with that joy, knowing that resurrection is just around the corner. So we hope that as you begin your Lenten journey, you will join us here for worship on Ash Wednesday.